Good morning. A little better. You're right. I have to replenish that soon. All right, get a little bit of. There we go. Bit of a wash on top here. Hey, Peter. Feast. Welcome, Peter. How are you? Yeah, looking good, looking good. There we go. Yeah, nice. Wait for that to dry a little bit, and then we're going to do a cleanup on it. Just finished work. Good for you. Peter, what's your schedule? It sounds like you start early and finish early. Is that correct? Because you're what, 5 hours? Excuse me, 5 hours or 6 hours ahead of us, which would make it either 11 or noon your time. Okay. All right. Let's start doing. Hey, Fizz. Good morning. What's going on, brother? Or good day, I should say. Good evening. Let me get some of this brown here too. Well, open up. Thank you. Oh yeah, nice. Came out pretty good. Just changed some of the tonality inside of that cockpit a bit. Doing all right. Eating what is an ensaymada? Hopefully I even pronounced that correctly. I have a phobia of German sausages. I fear the worst. Nice. Tony, good morning. How are you? Ken, good morning. Everybody saying good morning. Great. Coffee was not where it needed to be. Doing okay. Just okay? So as you got it actually. First try. I try. I don't always succeed, but I try. There's a Filipino place with shredded cheese on top. Ooh, see, that sounds yummy. Interesting that it almost sounds like an empanada. All right, let's get a little bit of. We're gonna wet the seat a little bit here. There we go. Now we're gonna do the same thing. So little of this is going to be seen, if any of it, because this is where the pilot's going to be. Which brush should I use? I'm going to use a third one. Okay. What the fuck is in there? There we go. I'm going to do a little bit more brown. Let's see what we got here. Why is American beer the same as making love on the beach? It's fucking close to water. Can't answer that. Spanish fruits. We were Collins for a century, give or take. Yeah, that would make sense. The same thing we do every morning. Try and take over the bench. Oh, but great Monty Python joke. Yep. A little bit darker in here. A little darker right here. A little dark down here. Where there might be some boots. Hey, Kevin. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing all right. Debating putting down a dust layer on here too. I might. We'll see. I would imagine getting dust in here would be kind of bad. Good. What's going on, everybody? It is hump day. Got a trip into Boston today, and then I'm going to be heading to the office and try not to kill people. We're going to see if that works. Speaking of, Ken, how did the brunch go? Try. Oh yeah, the operative word is try. I made a quick appearance and then went to my office. Nice. Hey, what's going on, Edwin? Good evening. How are you, my friend? Ken, how was the guest of honor? Doing it low here. There we go. Just a little bit of that. It's okay in some ways. I'm sure she was just ready to get it over. Yeah. Putting on a big smile and just getting the fuck out of Dodge. Something to be said about that. There we go. Not too bad. Just adding a little bit of texture, color texture inside. And we're saying hello, hello, hello. Nick, good morning. How are you? I think we are just a smidge of on the edge here. Just gonna do a little bit of a dust layer. Wrong brush. Grab the wrong brush. All right. Just going to work around the tanks a little bit, and then we're done. Everybody's saying good morning, good morning, good morning. Reading some Warhammer 4K Codex. Got bored with the orcs. For now on, I am working on the Death Guard Space Marine. I affectionately call them as COVID Marines. Huh. What do they spread germs and shit? Wait, how is your dog's belly? Okay, so I have gone a bit overboard on the card game. I'm now about $300 in value. Only little Tony. Yeah, it looks like he's bitten the bullet on it. My dog's really is kind of better. I just need to stop trying to add things. As in some of the stuff that you've been adding into the food has been problematic. That sucks. All right. Too much. There we go. I know it's going to start to create some interesting bit of blending. Guys, give me a second. Oops, too much. All right. Hey, Tom. Good morning. What's going on, brother? Anytime I add something back, she gets soft stool, so it looks like rice, chicken, and pumpkin for a while. Yeah. But at least it's good you know what the issue is, right? So it can get resolved. Brush ups. Do that a bit more of a dusty tone. Let's do that, shall we? I'm good with that. Okay, that part of the cockpit is done. Just going to do the top side, and then we're all set. Menu came in yesterday, and boy, is the box huge. What a surprise. You know, you could have gotten two. I think it's the biggest box Bandai has ever released. I'd like to find that out for sure. Because we didn't get too much snow last night. Yep, just a dusting. We got a few inches. I'm going to go outside, just dust it off. I'm not even going to bother removing it from the driveway. Yeah, I switched to the pumpkin out for sweet potato and added some mixed veggies, and it's semi-solid, so gonna go back to pumpkin. Yeah, good for you. And now I'm done with all my shit talking. Literally. It is okay. It's always good to know how the doggos are doing. Oh yeah, there we go. We're kind of done here too. Panel lining is done there. I don't need to do anything inside because I'm happy with how that came out. The only thing I'm going to do is on the inside here, I'm going to darken this area. And we're going to do that primarily with a, I don't know. Do I want to do dark green or do I want to do brown? Let's see. Maybe a combination of both. A little combination of both. What do you think? It's funny how dark green it looks on the palette, and then when you put it on here versus the Mitsubishi color, it's actually very close to it. Okay. I'm going to darken it up near the top, and I want to get this streaking stuff done first. I want done with this today. Done with the cockpit so we can start moving into the exterior and getting it wrapped up. I have two of the other biggest boxes. Damn, Tom really loves a giant box. Maybe he's part cat. Yeah, exactly. Must be sick when you buy new appliances. Tomcat. Yep, morning, Tom. Congrats on that big box buy. I suppose. I think I'd congratulate him once he actually starts building the freaking thing. Okay. $160 gauge Flugel will be here tomorrow. Yay! So that is one more big box I will have to trip over. Nice. Yeah, where are you guys putting all these big boxes? Finally home. Funny from the drive. How I would greet my men on the deck on the morning of the D-Day landing. What's up, beaches? You have a very interesting set of ideas. Interesting thoughts on the drive. Most people think about what I'm going to do when I get home, what I'm going to be doing to decompress, what I'm going to do to make for dinner. But no, not you. That's funny. All right. Thin this out a little bit more after we get all of this brushed in. Right now, I'm really changing this to a brown, and I don't want that per se. I just want to give it a nice dark coat. I'll oil off of here. And then we're going to thin it back. There we go. Create a nice bit of shadowing there. Yeah, you can still see it's green, but it's a dark brown now as well, creating that shadowing. Just moving all that oil out to let that matte surface kind of do its dealio. There we go. Now we're going to do these sides again. Okay, let's see where we are. We're all dreaming of a nice big box wherever they fit. Yep. Put myself out. I'm sorry. Too punny. Coffee table. Yeah, you could make a coffee table, couldn't you? If you got like 6 and 6, and then you got like I don't know, another one like the biggest one you got right on top as the center of the coffee table. Sure. The tea table is at Lowe's. Put it down on a new box. And it's furniture. I have 9, but I snapped it 2 up. You're trying to give us box envy? Yeah, I could give So big box on the intersection, then I wouldn't have to lug shopping cart back and forth. And you would love my cat fort. Nice, yeah, it would. We just got my first of 3 shipments from Amazon US, a silicone paint mix tray and a bunch of tattoo ink dropper bottles for pre-mixing. My Mr. Color lacquer paints for airbrushing. Nice. So why did you get those from Amazon US rather than Amazon Europe or I guess Denmark? I am curious more than anything. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. Yep, there we go. I think we're good with that. Let's take a look. I just got to get the edging taken care of. The edging seems to have gone really dark brown. That I don't want. Deep down, there is an American in all of us, I guess, because they were recommended by a certain model builder we know on his YouTube channel. And they're not available in Europe. Interesting. Okay. Fair dinkum. There we go. All right. Let's take a look at what happens when we put these two together. I'm going to get a little bit of that cleaned off. Get a little bit more of that brown cleaned off of there. Just to blend it in a little bit better with the lower side. There we go. All right, let me read a few of these things and we'll get back to it. Peter also secretly wants to sell Greenland. Nice, Peter. Did you take a recommendation for my videos? I had that stuff listed on my premix videos. Yes, sir. Nice. Good. I'm happy I was able to help. Yeah. Start watching Strange New Worlds. Good for you. Me too, Tony. I started watching Wayward on Netflix. Decent so far. I'm just watching a bunch of K-dramas. Yeah, right now, except for rewatching Babylon 5 with my older daughter, I'm not watching a whole lot of anything. So I'm getting home and just way too tired to stay up late and watch anything. I think I'm mentally fatigued, shall we say. Between the weather and work, it's just been it's a bit much. Okay. Yep. I'm just going to do one last area on the inside here, and then we are done. There we go. Let that dry in a second. Wash these brushes later. Anyway, let's see what we got. Do you watch TV when you have dinner with the family? Just curious. Are you talking to me, Tom? I just started watching my wave, but usually into horror nights, the rankings of the state swim meet. Lauren is seated third throughout the entire state. Wow, that's great. Ken, will that somehow impact her scholarship at Wheaton? Sometimes too sounds like a future Olympian. Congrats, Ken. Yes, you. Yes, me. Yes. Usually we'll sit down, we'll watch, we'll eat a little something. I mean, yeah. It depends on what the dinner is. If it's a more elaborate dinner, the answer is no. Then we'll eat at the dinner table. But dining rooms are going away. I mean, dining rooms are going away. The hell he said a dining room. I mean, other places, yes. I'm not saying in front of the TV, but I'm just saying. All right, let's get this thing cleaned off. There we go. Yeah, there we are. And that gives it just a bit of schmutzing there too, which I like. All right, great. Cockpit is done. Thanks, guys. She really deserves it. She is a hard worker. That's awesome, man. The future is looking very positive for her. I love it. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this. Jeez. Bring that up and throw that away in a little bit. It shouldn't affect her scholarship. I mean, they can give her more if they want. That's what I'm getting at. Will they give her more if they've got a competitive team and she's part of that competitive team? Is there a possibility that she may get more? I am debating starting at the back or one of the wings, gluing that, and then just working my way over, because trying to close that gap up is going to take some time. That's going to take some muscle to get it closed up. And I think what I want to do is at least get a starting point. So let's get rid of these oils. How much time I got? A few minutes left. All right, just making sure this is all aligning, and so far appears to be yes. Great. All right, so we're going to leave that like that, and we're just going to work our way around and start gluing it together slowly. Yes, just positively affect our scholarship. Full ride, please. Yeah, I don't think so, because Div 3 schools can't give sports-related scholarship, if I'm correct. Oh, I wish she could get a full ride. Schooling is costly. Yep. Unless she is 6'4" and can throw a perfect spiral 70 yards into a bucket. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, what matters is, again, that's a quite an accolade right there, Ken. Right? Quite an accolade. And I'm sure she's pretty proud of it. And ultimately, that's what matters, right? If you can, but it amounts to lunch. All right, let's start doing a little bit of cleanup here. Getting the dishes all set up. Anyway, very happy with how this has all come out. There might be some places where I might still touch up after we get the whole thing buttoned up, just to see, is there anything else in there that needs to get kind of done. But so far, I'm very happy with how this has come out. Coming out, I should say. It hasn't done yet. So let's see. This weekend I'm here, so it's possible I might get it all closed up. I will probably start masking the canopy And then once all that's, and then get the final assembly done, I got to get the back end of this thing installed. The, where is that? Let's see. There's the canopy. Just got to find the ass end of this thing. It's here somewhere. Let's get these water slides picked up and left there. So we'll slide that on. We'll glue all that up, and then we're going to do the all the cleanup around the thing. And then at that point, yeah, get the final painting done. Painting will be done off camera. Weathering might be done back on camera. We'll see. Did you install the Fetzer valve? Of course I did. First thing I did, Ray. She gets some academic scholarships, so her tuition is 70% paid. So that is super cool. Yeah, that's great. Third best in state. That is being amongst the top 150 in a country of 350 million. And not too shabby, no. Otherwise, I'll be pulling 24-hour shifts at the intersection. 24-hour shifts at the intersection and working your day job, right? There we go. I do have to detail paint the pilot figure too, so that's something that's going to have to get done. All right, take those to the sink. I'm going to wash them with soap and water at this point. Good morning, Emma. How are you? Attaboy. Yeah, thanks, Peter. I will share that with her. Great perspective. Yeah, that is really a good way. So, the question did come up. Ken, will she try out for an Olympic team at some point? I mean, we got the Olympics coming up in 2 years. Put all of this stuff away. Oh, mercy. Put that. And I'm so looking forward to cleaning off this bench because this bench is crap right now. I need to find a home for this tool. I guess that's as good as any. Like I said, she's a future Olympian. Yep. Later, fellas. Nick, take care, brother. Have a good day. All right. I'm just going to do one last search for the back end of this thing. All right. Now I got to find the ass end. Okay. A little search right before I head upstairs. Maybe out of reach, to be honest, but she is still progressing. So yeah, you never know. That's it right there. Give it a shot. What's the worst that happens? The worst that happens, right? Better, Nick. All right, guys, time for me to tune on out as well. Guys, stay safe and stay sane. Thanks for being on this morning. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Thank you for being on the journey so far. Again, having fun with this thing. It's coming out pretty good. No complaints. We're going to continue to just kind of button up this plan. My hope is still to get it done for our March meeting. Is that going to happen? Don't know, but we'll see. But guys, again, go out there and brighten the world as much as you can. Show kindness, love, and respect for people. Don't torture people. Don't beat people up. Don't treat the other as a bad person. Show them that they're your brother and sister. All right. Do good. Enjoy the day, guys. Love you all. I'll be back on tomorrow. Peace.